Hi. Yeah, I have nothing. This is just kind of caregiving turns your brain to mush. I'll tell you. That's what I feel like right now. And I'm tired. I just want to go to sleep. I don't want to wake up. I'm just so tired. Anyway, my aunt went into the hospital Monday night. Well, technically, it would have been Tuesday, 1 a.m. And then we went with her. I rode in the ambulance with her, and my daughter followed. And we went to the hospital. We stayed there until 4, got home at 5, turned around because we wanted to get a couple hours sleep. Turned around, went back to try to talk to the doctors. She stayed that night because felt like she wasn't ready to come home. They gave her the option. They said, if you don't feel like you're ready to go, you can stay or you can go home. So I was really surprised that she chose to stay. But I don't know what she was expecting. I don't know what's in her head anymore. The thing is that I found a pill in her chair after she went into the hospital because we were called about her vital signs. And they were kind of concerned, and we didn't know, since she had that heart attack. Small heart attack doesn't matter. I think part of the reason that I am like so brain dead and just so is little B got adopted. Which was really, really, really hard on me. I mean, she was my little B. So I've been depressed and I've been weepy. And it's hard because every time I come into this house, she would always be right there. And she'd always want to get into the front porch. But she would always be there to greet me. And she always stuck by my side. And my little bee. Um, I miss her so much. She's in such a good home, though. She's getting lots of attention. She's in a much better environment for sure. I mean, she's in the kind of environment I would want to give her if I had my own place, obviously. However, um, I'm happy that she's in a good place, and they said I could come visit her and stuff. I don't know. That would be too hard on me right now. I have to get over her not being mine, not having her before I could actually go and visit. I don't know. There is a toy I wanted to take her, but I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, um, so like I said, my aunt went into the hospital, came back, and all that. But I found that pill, and I went to the management and brought it to their attention. It was a blood pressure pill, and I kind of, you know, got on his case a little bit. I can't believe that I'm the only one that finds things or complains about things. I feel like I'm the chronic complainer, the nitpicker, but I mean that's not. It when I do, it's not little things that I complain about. I mean it's things that they need to address, and they are trying. And whenever I do talk to them, I mean they are good about I guess trying to change. I know that we had an issue with the oxygen for a long time, and they have made some good changes, and they are trying. But the thing is it's anywhere, everywhere, and what do you do? I mean, how do you? I, I don't know. It's like today I went in there and we spent $4,000 on this Inogen machine. It's a portable oxygen concentrator. We didn't want to deal with the big tanks, and we didn't want her getting getting her. We did not want her getting stuck in her room to eat. It has batteries, so you can change them out if one runs out, but it shouldn't. I mean, you should change them out anyway, but the purpose is you put it on her, you do what you got to do. I think one of them is 6 hours, one of them maybe like 8 to 12 hours. It depends on the setting. The higher the setting, obviously, the less time you're going to have on it. Um, so, but when I went in today, the machine was on the chair. You need to take it off and plug it in so that battery stays charged, so you can take her out when it's lunchtime or take her out when it's dinner time or when there's an activity. And it was on. That's when I lost it. It was on, and it was kind of warm. So I was like, one, why is this hanging on her chair running? Just frustrating. And two of the girls had followed me in there, and I did not go off on them. I don't, but I did voice my frustration, and I now have to make a bunch of um, flyers, posters, whatever you want to call it, and put them around her room. Do this here, do that there, make sure you turn it off, plug it in, whatever. Instructions. It's like, turn off lights, shut door. I mean, you have to have all these flyers with specific instructions. Put clothes on hangers and in the drawers. I opened first of all, I couldn't find her basket. And then I know I'm just ranting. And then it's like, there was nothing in her top drawer. And that's where she usually has her pajamas. And I'm like, where's your clothes basket? I don't know. And I'm kind of looking around. I never did find it. It might be in laundry. But then I went in her closet and there was like this big, humongous pile of clothes that they just stuffed up in the shelf. Really? Uh, you're supposed. I get it. It takes time. Then don't take it out of the basket. I don't know what to say, because it's like I was looking for stuff, and nobody ever does that. So then I took it down and I hung everything up and put stuff in the drawer, and then whatever was dirty, I just kind of put it in a pile on the floor because I wasn't sure where to put it. But it was like, really? I just get so. But I know no place is perfect, and it's like, people will take her home then if you want. I wish I could. I can't lift her. I almost fell today. I am a fall risk. My hand's been hurting me again really bad. I'm going to have to find that wrap, and I'm going to probably have to start icing it again. I think I'm going to go to a hand specialist and see what they say. I do have a doctor's appointment on Monday just to check in with them, to let them know about that bad fall that I had. And I need to find the paperwork for that. I don't know if I have something on my computer. I'll have to look for that anyway, because that was like quite a while ago. But it still hurts. The ribs don't hurt anymore. Not nearly as much. I mean, it's pretty much gone. But my left leg is bad. So I don't know if falling the way I did, but I haven't gone to rehab either. I know. I tell my uncle he's his own worst enemy. And that's a whole nother subject that's driving me crazy, because he's so swelled up. And I was kind of yelling at him about taking his medication that's the water pill. He was supposed to take 2 a day a couple weeks ago. And I mean, they had upped his prescription. He wasn't doing it. He takes it when he feels like it. And then I said something to him about it today, because he has to go to the foot doctor every week right now because of the swelling, his feet splitting, cracking, just all this nasty stuff going on. And I said something to him today because my sister comes and helps with that. I'm fidgety. I'm irritated. I'm agitated. I'm frustrated. And I told my sister, and I told my uncle, I'm all over the place. I know it. It is what it is, and I probably won't finish a thought here, but I'm weaning off my psycho drugs, and I don't want to be on medication anymore unless I absolutely have to. I'm like kind of getting rid of everything. My uncle was supposed to be taking a anxiety medicine because he gets really wound up too, and I mean he gets wound up, and so we kind of were getting into it, and I tend to get a little more short, raise my voice, etc. And he said something to me, and I said, I kind of said something back to him. I said, well, I'm going off my psycho drugs, so just get used to it. Or so I don't know. We were going back and forth. And I said, do you take your anxiety medication? No. Then why should I take my psycho drugs? And I said, I don't feel like I should take these drugs just in order to be able to put up with you. Yeah, it's all good. It really is all good. You'd have to be there. It was actually kind of funny. It was not a mean way. But I do tend to raise my voice more because I get frustrated when you can't hear me. And I got these, oh my God, 13 minutes already. I got these, they're little super cheap electronic boards that you take the pen out and you can write your notes. I don't know if you can see that. And then there's a button right here. So you're not looking for dry erasers and racers. And so I have two of them. And I was using this to talk to my aunt today. And it worked really good. They're cheap. They're flimsy. But it worked pretty good for what I want it for. I wish it was a little brighter. I wish they had a little bit better quality ones, but it worked. It did what it was supposed to. Alrighty, I am all over the place here. This is what happens because I'm ADD and can't finish a thought. And I have so much right now going on. And I don't even know where to begin, where to start, where to finish, I don't know. And when I get like this, I just kind of tend to shut down and not do anything. I don't know. I have to figure it out. But I'm going to let you guys go. Right now, everything is status quo. Everything's about the same. There is other stuff. I'll save that for another time because I'll save it for another time. I'm going to let y'all go. And this was just to check in and do a video, kind of keep up on what's going on, and I have my Stratus back. Yay! With all its quirks and little troubles it has, I love my Stratus. So if you have any idea of what would be a good vehicle to get to transport old people to doctor's appointments, I would love to hear them because I have no clue. I am going to go looking. I don't know. It's a beautiful day. Cold, but nice. So y'all, take care. Have a good life. Bye.